Hello and welcome to my world. Today we're going to be making a simple paper butterfly puppet. All you need to do is print off the template from my website, wazosworld.com/shop. You'll find some free templates and some paid for templates there, and then you need to print it off on a cardstock page. The thicker the paper, the better. Either that, or you can print it off on a normal page and then lightly glue it to a thicker paper as well. And a pair of scissors and some tape or glue. I'm going to use some tape right now because I'm doing theater camps and my glue is in the craft box at the school. So first, you're just going to cut it out. Now, if your students are having a hard time cutting out these little antennae, they can just cut out the butterfly and then add some pipe cleaner antenna later. And if you're a kid, have an adult present to supervise. All right, so now that we've cut it up, let's fold along all of the dotted lines. So we have a couple dotted lines here on the butterfly. I'm gonna fold that upwards, fold it nice and upwards. And then this says top piece on the top right corner. So we're gonna fold that going up and up so that it lines up with the butterfly flapping. And then we have this, it says bottom piece right here. There's a picture of it, and there's a little map on all of them that shows, okay, where we are, and the red marks where we are. So, kind of gives you the shape of what it's gonna look like. So you're gonna fold this in half like this, and then you're gonna fold the two glue pieces or the tape pieces like this. This is middle finger circle piece and thumb space piece. So for the thumb space piece, just glue along the glue to bottom fold along the glue to bottom situation. See right there, it says glue to bottom, glue to bottom. We're just gonna fold along that. Everything that's in gray, see how the color is a little bit different here? Everything that's in gray is for gluing or sticking. Now, I really like working with a glue gun because it's very sturdy, but if I work with tape, I do like to work with painter's tape because you can like color on top of it. So middle finger circle piece, I'm going to close that off and tape it. You kind of want it, because it's middle finger, you want your middle finger to fit in. So test that out, and you want to do it so that the words are on the inside. We're going to take our bottom piece and the thumb piece, and notice the gray on the thumb piece here and on the bottom piece. You're going to glue to thumb piece, glue to thumb piece, and we're always going to want to work with the written side facing so that it hides our work. So sticking the thumb piece here, wink, and the thumb piece here. And if you're ever lost as to what you're doing, there's little patterns here that say, so if it's red here, that's the piece that you're on, and then everything else is black. So now we're gonna take this circle, and it says here, glue to the side of this paper without writing to the O piece. So we're not gonna glue it like this, we're gonna glue it like this, so that we can stick our finger through there. We're gonna wrap that up, boink, there we go, excellent. And then see how there's glue to top piece and bottom piece glue stick here. We're gonna wanna glue it with the written stuff on top here, so don't go like this. So we're not gonna want it like this. We don't want the circle on top, we want the circle in between. So the writing will be hidden by the actual butterfly. So you're gonna keep that circle inside, and then keeping these two gray pieces lined up. up, boom, gray.
Now that you've attached both sides of this, you should have a mechanism that looks like this, where your middle finger fits in the circle and your thumb fits in the little triangle at the bottom. Then you're going to flip your butterfly upside down and glue the top part of the mechanism to the back part of the butterfly like so, really securing it. Your middle finger goes into the hole and your thumb goes into that little triangle right there. If there's any excess paper sticking out the side, you can just trim it off to hide it. The way you flap the wings is just like using a puppet mouth. You're going to want to use really fast, sort of fluttery movements. If you make a puppet that you really like or that you're really proud of, make sure you tag me on social media at Wuzzo's World, and I can see it and celebrate you in your beautiful, beautiful creations. Happy crafting!